Hello to all my friends out there. So dinner time. Okay, when I was a kid, I used to love to go out for a turkey sandwich, and it would be a piece of bread, some slices of turkey, some gravy, some mashed potatoes, and some kind of corn or something. And I've been wanting to make this for a long time, so I bought this bread at 99 cents only, so I want to toast it for a minute. So what I did is I bought bread cheap, save 50% off. And so now I'm having some hamburgers, and I bought some mushroom gravy. After I bought the mushroom gravy, I thought, well, you know, the mushroom gravy was $1.12. Here it is, as opposed to a 30-cent gravy, beef gravy. So that wasn't real good thinking. So what tastes really good was any kind of, like, I made some pancake batter. So this time I think I got my batter the right consistency. See the batter? And I want to make myself some onion rings to go with my my hamburger and gravy. So one thing that can be made cheap is meat and gravy sandwiches. Ooh, these are frying up fast tonight. Great. The sooner the better. So I've been wanting to make this for a while. If you get the temperature of your oil right, like I must have mine, it's going to go quick. Real quick. Let's see, I have to get this over here for a minute. See, look. These are easy to make. I wasn't expecting my grease to be so perfectly hot, but all the much better. So one of the followers told me about this, and another thing that this is really, really delicious in is beef rice-a-roni. But if you don't have beef rice-a-roni, you can just make beef bouillon, 2 cups and 3/4 cup rice, and it's going to give you a really good beef. This is why, like, the big bags of onions are good. Onions or potatoes or carrots. Some of the produce out here has been half rotten, so you have to watch that. Because that's not saving money when you're buying anything that's half rotten, you know. Uh-oh, grease fire, grease fire. So today has been a busy day. So now when you're making your own onion rings, you can make a lot, you know, as long as you have onions. And pancake mix. So with this pancake mix, all you need is water. That's the kind I like. Yummy. My fork is messing up this up. See how easy these are to make? And quick? Check my break. Ooh. It's going to taste so much better if you toast your bread. Haste makes waste. Haste makes waste. Okay, let me get this dough off of my fork. I might as well make up my onion rings until I run out of pancake batter, you know? No wasting. So when you're making these homemade, they cost pennies. Especially if you buy like a big bag of onions for $1 at the 99-cent store. wasn't expecting these to fry up so fast. You know what would be great is if you had like a fry daddy. That would be great, but you don't really need a fry daddy when they're frying up this quick, you know. I'd say the best thing is don't spend any money right now. Just try to be cheap. Ooh, my bread. What did I do with that? Okay. No. No, no, no. My tongs would have been real great. Okay, so now I have my partially soy hamburgers. And I fried them in a little oil. Oh. And for some reason, these hamburgers, these partially soy hamburgers, taste really, really awful if they are not completely done. Really awful. Whoops. My screen is obscured. That is not good. So what I'm going to do is just lift my my hamburgers out of the grease for a minute while I make my. When you're using this packaged gravy, you can't really make it in advance or it glues up. I've never tried this. There might be a reason it's $1.12 instead of 30, but to be cost effective, you're going to want to go with the 30-cent. You know, I'm trying to create a cheap meal. Why would I spend extra money on my gravy when I could buy beef gravy? Well, because mushroom is better, but you know, I'm gonna have one for later because this is a big piece of bread. And then I have ketchup and I have a little tea. This is just black tea that I made. Here's my onion rings. Owie. Everything is boiling hot over here. Yummy. Okay, so this is going to be ready in a minute. So I'm just going to use half of my gravy. So if you had beef drippings like I did, you could make gravy. So you can make this exact thing without the gravy mix. But the beef gravy, this mushroom gravy, and the beef gravy is really, really good. Oh, this is ready in minutes. It will be really, really gluey if you overcook it. Okay, let's see. Now, so for the hot sandwiches, the ones I came up with, turkey and gravy, chicken and gravy, barbecue beef. Okay, you know the beef, the canned beef, you just add barbecue sauce to that and put it on a bun. So I'm just going to use half because I want half for my other hamburger when we get around to eating it. So now let me show you this. So, you know, these hamburgers are like 50 cents, you guys. And the tea is 4 cups for a penny. And then I came up with hamburger and gravy, but it could be any kind of meat. And then on the sides, normally it would be mashed potatoes, but I had onions, so I said, ooh, onion rings are really good with any beef stuff. Rice, bread or buns, French fries, or onion rings. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard about this, the Casita boxable homes. They're $49,500, fully furnished, and they're like a little mini home, like a box, and you put them on a foundation and you hook them up to the utilities. So that's one way of beating the high cost of living. Then there's the fifth wheels. They start at about $35,000, but you need a big truck to pull those. And they're $20,000 used. Strong possibility that when this crisis, whatever this crisis is, ends, these boxable homes might be able to be picked up cheap, like for a granny flat or something. It might be cost effective to team up and share resources. And then there's travel trailers, 11,000 to 35,000, but you need a big truck to pull those. There's RVs, 10,000 to 300,000. Those are very expensive. And usually you need to park those like in a travel trailer park. And then there's camper shells. I would seriously consider buying those for barter if I got it. We used to have a bunch of them, and they're easy to sell. Vans, okay, for the best evacuation, I think would be a cargo van. Another thing is, like, I did all kinds of videos living in my car. And I could live in my car, but a cargo van would be so much better. And you can lease those as well. But what I will do is I will buy a used van, and I will tell you what I get when I get it. Okay, so now in a car, like an evacuation vehicle, you need storable food. Like what I would go for is cans. When I first started, I got 31 cans of various kinds of food, water, and I would suggest stockpiling corn and soup. It's getting awfully scanty on the shelves here. So other ideas are tuna, you need mayonnaise, peanut butter, crackers, soup, chicken noodle you can eat right out of the can, sardines, beef jerky, that's why I bought the sardines today, beef jerky, evaporated milk, cereal, Vienna sausages, potted milk, potted meat, granola bars, cheese and crackers, and canned fruit. Okay, I bought this soup. I go, oh, this was a good one. I went back to get some and there was none left. As soon as they get this stuff again, this is beef and vegetable, I will buy a case. Okay, now I just want to talk to you guys about one more thing. What I try to do is do all the subjects I have in mind. These onion rings are good, you guys. These would be good with fish and chips. You know, if you have some of those fish fillets from Walmart, this would be good. Okay. Now, this is about the 10 virgins in the Bible. In the Bible, there were 10 wise virgins and 10 foolish virgins. And the wise virgin and the foolish virgin said to the wise virgins, give us some oil. And the wise virgin said no. And I always thought that was the weirdest parable. And I thought, wow, you know, the wise virgins were stingy but virtuous. Well, one of the pastors, I forget which one, he had a dream that as the economy gets really bad, people will be demanding food, demanding money. Like you'll go into the stores and they'll go, give us some money, give us some food. So it's possible this was the way with the 10 wise and foolish virgins. Okay, to me, this food shortage in Mexico, I told you guys in the last video about there is a food shortage in Mexico, and there's no water, and there's an extreme cold coming that's most likely going to make it even worse. So being in the southern regions, I would expect them to be showing up in the U.S. really hungry with no food. So now, as you know, I have spent many years trying to help people who really need help, and a lot of times some of these people have been trying to help them for years, right? But these people that are coming up here, that are going to be coming up here, this is not the case. There's no food and there's no work in Mexico. And that's when it could get dangerous. There's no water. And so, with some of these people living on the street habitually, they are not going to do anything like go to the food banks. Like my friend, I try to get to go to the food bank. They want money. Go to the churches or collect cans. And I was thinking, things are getting so rotten about right now. I think we should be careful with all of our resources, including our cans. And why would you walk past cans when you could just pick a couple up every single day? And then you need 60 for $3. What if you just made $9, $10 extra per month? I've showed you guys the stuff I bought. And so a lot of times when you're trying to help people, they start telling you what you're going to do. Like I was trying to help the one young guy, and it was, can you give me more money so I can get home on the bus? And pretty soon, can you give me $5? Can you give me $2? And then he was meeting me at the front of Walmart. Can you buy me a Coke? And then the guy with the rocks, you're not buying $80 worth of my rocks? What? And if I won't like it. Well, when I don't like it, that's when the help starts. But we have to be careful because habitually poor people don't really want help that involves them helping themselves. And so we have to be careful handing out money. I don't think that's a good strategy. Maybe tell them where to go to get food. Okay, and another thing is you have to be very careful because I told you about my friend's son who was murdered he was trying to help a drug addict, and she was on parole and started doing drugs again, and she got paranoid and she killed him. So what they want a lot of times is rides, help, money, access to your house, car, and various resources. So unless you're related by blood, I don't think that's really a good idea. I think we should be very, very careful and don't assume that people who are desperate are not dangerous. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.